Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to April. I just am flabbergasted about how fast these months are just zooming by. But yeah, I want to go ahead and get my journal set up for April, because if I don't, I will fall into the category of not having it done and feeling like I can't move forward and yada yada. But no, but actually I think having your journal set up for the month is setting you up for success. So let's go ahead and get to it. I have two journals here that I am working in as far as like writing and documenting and filling with pictures, etc. And so this is my my like interpersonal journal, just randomness, things like that. I'm actually leaving these pages blank here before we go into April, because I plan on sitting down this evening and really working in my journal and writing and kind of talking about the end of the month and where we are, etc., things like that. And then yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this is where I've been basically, I'm just kind of like an overflow journal. So, but I did want to tab the dates. Whenever I go into a new month, I want to go ahead and mark this. I don't have that many pages left in here, and if you're new here, welcome. Basically, I have two journals. Please feel free to check out. I just actually did a Creative Hoots, which is kind of like my video newsletter on where I'm at on my journals, and just kind of daily things and monthly things and things that I'm up to. And so that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of journals that I use. The other thing because this is one that I picked up at Walmart and I absolutely love it. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get the dates, get an introduction page done. So I kind of do an introduction into each book. These are, and I use the BBG girls, which are I reference them as, because they usually have the big bodies that come down, but they're called Big Brave Girls, and they are the larger stickers. They're the 8.5 by 11 sticker sheets that I put out every month, excuse me, on the 15th. And they come with a girl with some icons for the month, and they come with numbers and days of the week. Now this is actually this month's. This is the 2022 girl. And this is a girl, like they look very similar, because it's April showers, right? But this is the girl for 2021. So this was last year's, but I'm going to put last year's into my my personal journal, and then for my everyday journal, I'm going to use this year's girl. So let me go ahead and get started. So I think what I'm going to do is first put the month in here. These are just monthly tabs that I had picked up. I had them actually for a while, and I picked them up at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just now using them, which I'm really glad, because I am in the mode, you guys, of using my stash. I have so many things. There is no reason why I need to go buy any more things for my planner, for anything. So, but of course, you know, as a creator, and I love to support all the businesses, the small businesses, and oh, did I go too far? No, that's it. Okay. Oop, gotta get it on straight. I do try to like have these fall kind of, you know, where they kind of match up like the planners do. And I'm just going to kind of staple it into place just to, I think it's pretty secure, but I like to just add a little bit of a staple there. So that way I know it's for sure secure. So let's go. These pom-poms have a tendency to flip under the page, which isn't always the best. Now, you'll see in my creative journal, I went ahead and added some color to the background, but I think I'm just going to kind of add the sticker, oh she's on here, and then work around her. Oh, good. Okay, I was a little worried that her umbrella was going to hit the seam there, which I would be fine with that too. So I kind of think what I'm going to do, and I don't know whether I want to do it in, let me see what color this is. I don't know whether I want to do it in my personal journal, but I'm kind of starting to, I used to do this a while back, and I've kind of gotten away from it. Is basically setting kind of goals for the month, and I'm not sure if I want to do it in this journal or if I want to take it to into my daily journal. I think I'm going to do it in here because, as I'm kind of thinking out loud here, this is more of like a personal, I had the word I was going to be working on this month. See? Oh, here it is. I had a bunch of these printed out letters and stuff like that, and so my goal is to focus on the good, right? So, oh, I'm so happy it's on sticker paper. I wanted to add this duck somewhere in here because it is just too cute not to add. But I really want to, and I want to kind of make it talk about why this word, why focus is really part of what I want to do this particular month. I do have a lot going on as far as I have a retreat I'm hosting with Crafty Destinations, and so I know that's going to be taking up quite a bit of my time, but I'm ready to start working on some canvases again. It's been so long. I've just been working in my sketchbook with my drawings, and I haven't been working on canvases like I normally would do, or I haven't done in such a long time. And I was talking to my daughter tonight because I always talk about goals and stuff with her, and I was like, I want to do my canvas. I want to start working on canvases. She goes, you need to. You've been saying that for a long time and you haven't done it. So I really would like to sit down and sketch out things, and as a creator and as a business owner, it's really it's sometimes difficult because you're always working for the business. But the canvases are too, but I really I've been just really I don't know, I've just been on that just really doing my sketchbook and drawing all the icons and drawing all the girls and everything, instead of creating a canvas where I do layer work. And so I'm really wanting to kind of focus on that too. I mean, at least try to get out and get a couple canvases done this year is my goal. Okay, there we go. I'm looking for my glue stick here. So, but I feel like also, you know, when I have extra time, like this week is when I kind of have where I'm prepping for the next kit. I have time, you know, this is my creative week, and when I do have time to be creative, I'm working in my journals because that's also my passion. So I always say, why can't I sleep? Why do we have to have so many hours of sleep a day? I could use those for creativity. So anyway, I'm just picking things off my desk, layering, adding all the fun things, just kind of doing a little collage thing with some of the stickers and just things that I'm randomly picking off my desk, like this little flower here. And again, I did think of an idea. Wow, already April Fool's. It's going to be on the 1st. I did think the other day what would be kind of neat is to kind of do a series or something of steps to having my creative journal, because a lot of times it is done in steps. So basically, for example, I don't sit down and do a whole journal page like this. I may add background one day, and then the next day come in and add some papers, and then add some washi. So it really is kind of a work in progress, other than just sitting down all at one time and working in your journal. So I thought I could kind of do like a little show and tell type deal of how exactly I get my journals completed, because even after so my step is like, basically, this washi I think is old because it's all gummy. So basically what I would do is I would start with that background. So even like one evening I could sit down and like add a bunch of watercolor and add some distress inks to the, this one. Oh, you know what? Hold on. This might be too big, but so do those kind of things. I love this Mindy Lacefield washi tape. So one night I'll do that, and then the next night I may come in, or the next day, or whatever, you know, maybe the same night. I don't have like rules where I say this night I'm doing this. Whatever happens, right? But this is kind of just a schedule. I do like a colorful background, and then I would then I would add, so say for instance I'd come in here and add maybe washi to the sides, and maybe add some big words, or as for with my daily journal, basically what I would do is add, I'm going to add these daubers, and then I think I'm going to have to let it dry for a minute. But basically add like some lettering and maybe some wording, like basically kind of get it to this level, right? I've added some papers in, and then I come in and maybe add some photos, and then I would add my writing, and then I would come back in and like fill it in with ink work, pen work, or ink work. But a lot of times when you're sitting down and you're like, for instance, you don't have a whole lot of time, I love just grabbing like a pencil here and like just kind of doing something creative within your journal. Because even though you're, like I said, you're not being able to maybe make a tower at night, sometimes I'm so exhausted, my creativity isn't there, but I want to do, I want to do something. And so coming in here and maybe even doing some scratchy pencil work, it's good for the soul, right? It kind of like gives you that feeling that you did work in your journal, that you're doing something creative, even though your brain may be saying, I'm exhausted, why are you not going to bed? And you're saying, I don't want to go to bed, I want to like add some, I want to be creative. I don't want to not do anything. That I never want to kind of like have a day that I don't do something creative. Because I feel like that is what I'm here on this earth to do. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's the truth. And so yeah, so even coming in here and just adding some different backgrounds, and then I can come in here and journal. And then if I come back to this page, I always call it resting. You're like, oh, I need some ink, I need some stamping, and then I can come in here, like let's do that since we're here. I can come in and add some stamp work, which I wish I had some different ink pad than black right here, but I'm just going to work with black because, oh, these are so cute. I love these, you guys. I want to add them to a kit. They're a company up in the, I was introduced to them at a scrapbooking show, and I absolutely love these skinny, they call them, they have stubbies like these, and then they have skinnies, and they're it's stamps by Judith, I think, and I absolutely love these stamps. And so me and my sister both fell in love with them, and we use them all the time. But I want to add, like, I want to buy them, and they don't sell them like at wholesale, at least to not me, they don't. But But I could buy them and put them in the kit. I think I'm going to try to do that this year. See, that's a goal. That's a focus. Okay, I'm just going to add this right here. I want to definitely, I have a tendency to over decorate when then I don't have any space for my writing. So I want to make sure I have some space because I do want to talk about focusing, but again, it could be on that other page. So yeah, so there's just a little quick, throwing some stuff together to get April on the map, because it is going to, it's coming. It's tomorrow, or I don't know when I'll have this uploaded. It may be tomorrow when I get it uploaded. So, but I'm going to work on it tonight, so I hope you guys can see it tonight. Okay, which is the 31st. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with this page. Like I said, I can come in and add some wording. I can come in and add some pen work, maybe add some markers, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, okay, so that's that. And then let's move into our creative. I see my gray cat. I didn't know she was in here. She's so sweet. She follows me everywhere. Okay, so this is my creative daily journal. As you can see, this says, let's go to Wonderland, because I really have been in such a weird funk lately, you guys. I think, I don't know what it is, but anyway, I'm feeling so much better today. So today is the 31st, so we're going to move into April. I've already created the background page with purple stain. I didn't like that I did this, so I don't know what I did there. But I did some purple stain, and then I did some bingo daubers in to make polka dots. So we are going to go ahead and jump in with our girl here. Some of the stickers are a lot of the same, just because I really do feel like they are. Oh, I don't want my umbrella going off the page. There we go. But I did, I added a couple things, but I did keep some of what was already on there from last year. Some of this, because you'll see some of it that's the same. But I think what I'm going to do is add some little extra clouds in on the page here. On your number page, if you did get these. Oh, on the note, you guys, that was part of my focus, is I still truly, really and truly want to get those printables in available. So like I said, maybe after this month. Okay, so we're in April. If you've been following me, I bought this little Susan Branch, which, by the way, you guys, if you're Susan Branch fans, she's got a new book coming out. She's got it pre-ordered on her website. It's her quotes. That's one of the things that I love about Susan Branch, is how she has quotes throughout all her artwork and her calendars and her I know, cringe. Someone did advise, which I thought was a great idea, was to make a copy, and so I don't have to go over her beautiful artwork. But I already bought this for this. I'm just going to move forward with it like that. I think also I'm trying to get away from having so much stuff. Papers. Sometimes I feel like I'm being overtaken by the papers in my life. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but my goodness gracious, it can be overwhelming. I want to put some pretty, you know what, I do love this Mindy Lacefield trim. I'm just kind of wanting to add a little bit of this so it goes over this calendar up here, edging, and then also kind of create an edge on that page. So yeah, but she has a new book that's coming out, and so go check out her newsletter or her website, her blog. She has all the information there on how to pre-order it. Love Susan Branch. I actually picked up her, which I'll go kind of get the little, not the cat out of the bag, but just kind of let you guys know. Because, you know, we're doing Girlfriends Around the World and we're heading to England. And I pulled her book because I don't have it with me, but it's I'm going to be doing another Girlfriends Around the World pretty quickly here. But I pulled out her book, The English Countryside, and oh my gosh, you know, I bounce all over the place. I want to reread it also, like part of my, actually I'm thinking about, I have this idea, but I'm thinking about using it as a guide to do my virtual trip into England, but we're only making a couple of stops in England before going to Germany, so we'll have to revisit that. But, if you're not familiar with Girlfriends Around the World, it's a virtual thing that I do here. I started in December, where we get to know different friends that have something in common: art, journaling, planners, whatever the thing is, something paper creative. Not necessarily paper creative; it could be artsy. But that we do interviews with them, and then we learn about where they live and what their favorite thing is, and their food of the area, and I don't know, I'm having a blast doing it, and it's totally has inspired me to take the plunge and start planning out my future as someone that travels and sees and goes and do. So, it's been fun. But anyway, we're going to be using her book in some of it because I'll show it to you on the next Girlfriends Around the World. I have it in my stack to show you guys anyway, but I'll show you what I've done to it because I am so, I love it, and I plan on using it when I do my traveling. Okay, let me go to the front here. So yeah, so I kind of did just the calendar and the girl. I was just kind of seeing what, you know, from month to month, I might change it up, but I think I'm good with this, and then we'll start out. I can come in here and kind of fill this stuff in too. You know what would be really cute is to kind of put like a quote. Speaking of our favorite, one of my favorite authors. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research it and kind of come up with one that I feel that's fitting right now. Why is this not coming up? I don't like that when it... Oh, by the way, you guys, if you've ever bought stickers from my shop and for some reason you get them and they're printed on the wrong side or they don't work, please, please, please let me know. I do not want... I will resend them to you. I will not... I just want to know because I want you to be able to use the stickers and, you know, you use your hard-earned money for them, and I want to be able to make sure that you are happy with them. So please keep that in mind. I did have one of the sticker clubs. She's a long time member, and she did contact me and said, oh, the crayon ones were printed on the wrong side of the paper, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I hope that was just one random, but I'm terrified that it could be more. So if you're part of the sticker club and you got some stickers, test them out, especially the crayon ones, and make sure that they are working for you. So, okay. April showers. Okay. So I'm going to leave this as is, and then I'm going to put a quote in here. Come in and put a quote. The other thing I like to do is come in and one side, you can see I kind of did it here. These are with the myliners. I always get that. I want to call them but the myliners. I don't know what I want to call them, but I'm going to come in here and just kind of add, ooh, this has been used a lot. Just kind of add some line work because it kind of breaks the page up and it adds some different character to the pages. So I really just, that's another thing I'll come in and do. Like for instance over here, since this is today, I can go ahead and add some yellow in. Doesn't necessarily mean these are my lines. I'm just adding some. These markers may have been on their last leg. I've had them for a long, long time. They've been really good. I might have to chunk them. Some of them may be better than that. These were really expensive, and I stopped purchasing them because they were so expensive. But they work great when I do my canvas work. So I maybe they work really good on canvas. But now I don't know, I've kind of branched out a little bit different than how I normally did my canvases. So we'll see what this new chapter brings in the canvas making. So yeah, so this is another thing. I'll just come in here and put polka dots, you know. So so just kind of, my routine isn't sitting down all at one time and doing all the things, but I'll come in and, you know, like for here, I could come in and add more lines in here. You can see I'm behind, but not to worry, not to worry. We're going to get... The cool thing that's about this journal too is that I realized, because I was counting the pages to see where I was at, to see, okay, well, because normally sometimes I fill it, like for Christmas it was a whole thing. Last year was, I did kind of hit and miss. I love filling the whole journal up for 1 month, but really and truly it's about a 2-month journal, which is totally fine because of storage and things like that. But I did count the pages, and I do have enough to do like a page a piece, 30. But there's sometimes I fill in like both of, see, I see the yellow. I need some yellow in here. I'll fill in both pages like on a weekend or something like that. So I love to have the flexibility. So what I was getting to is that when I have my event this weekend, or no, not this weekend, you guys, end of this month. When I have my event, I could come in here and I plan on playing in this journal quite a bit. So this will be a great opportunity to get caught up in some of the pages. So I'm looking forward to it. Alright, you guys. Well, thanks for stopping in and watching me put together my beginning months of journaling. And yeah, let's... Oh, okay. I keep thinking about things. So, as I've done before, which I don't know how I did it. I really and truly do not know. But I lost my numbers halfway through the month. And I was even bragging on how I made this groovy, this is an envelope here, right, that we keep them in. And somehow, I lost my days of the week. That's what it was. I eventually found them after I reprinted some. But this is what I use as this pocket. And I also thought this would be great to like put some memorabilia in, or some postcards or something like that, even though I kind of like tipping those in. But this helps me to keep track of my days of the week. And this one's tricky. I kind of have to do a zigzaggy around. I used to keep them in a binder. If you follow me for a while, you kind of remember that. I would keep it in a binder, and I was really good about keeping up with stuff, but that meant I had an extra thing to have. So maybe I need to work on that. But you know what? Truth be told, you can actually just, I've also slipped these in my journal, just where they're at in the back or something, or, you know, I could even do it up here. You know, I'm just going to keep that tucked in here. Probably be like, what did I do with that second half? I'll forget. No. I'm just going to get that a little bit more or less stuff around it. And then I just stick them right in here like that. And then I'm ready to go. Alright, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.